Hi, I'm Tanner Fitzwater, and the TED Talk speech that I chose to do was of Rutger Bregman's Poverty Isn't About a Lack of Character, It's About a Lack of Cash. Now, a little bit of backstory on Bregman. He's actually the author of a book called Utopia for Realists. And what that book and his whole speech is basically about is that homeless individuals in the society should have a basic lifestyle. And what that means is they have a baseline to what they have, such as the option of public school, not necessarily an income, but housing, basic hygiene items, and anything else that any individual in the world should have access to. And the reason that I think this is important, and the speech is important, is because me being in law enforcement personally, I see this revolving door of people. A lot of them being homeless or practically there. And how this works is, instead of being on the outside and living in a world where they have to squander for life, they're able to come into a jail, such as the Highlands County one, and get 3 meals a day, 1 bed, and just live in a giant fortified home, really. Granted, it may be because of legal trouble, but who cares at that point? They get what they want, and it makes them happy until they get released, because whatever legal trouble they're in is already over. And being in this position, I feel like it's important for people to know about the situation, because the percentage of homeless people in this world, they just sort of got swept under the rug and forgotten about. And when that happens, when you see sort of a tent underneath a roadway, or you see someone laying in the bushes on the side of the road, you don't pay any attention to it anymore. They're just forgotten about. And I think this needs to really be more understood by a lot of people that have a lot more than the people that are being talked about. And as for the presenter himself, I think he's very emotional and very determined about this speech, just because of the amount of time he's put into it. At least 5 years, and that's on his book alone. Now, going into more specifics on him, say his slides, I think they're enhancers more so for his speech rather than visuals per se, just because they don't really add anything. But I like it because it helps the audience form something in their mind about what they're trying to see when he talks. Now, as for his hand gestures, he doesn't use a lot, but really I'm a big fan of hand gestures, so that might just be me. But all in all, I appreciate that someone like this, someone from such a high power, has the capabilities to talk about these people that just, like I said, have seemed to be forgotten about. And I'm glad that people are actually reaching out and speaking about this, because I believe it's time for a change and something like this needs to happen.